on the inverter side, things are a little different. It doesn't use the PV connectors. It uses these little ferrules. So you still crimp them off the same way, but maybe a little bit longer. So I've got the inverter turned off, battery breaker turned off, and the grid turned off. Essentially, my backfeed breaker is isolated, so I can't connect to load. And I've got my PV, which is the solar, get that turned off. So they're pretty specific about using these ferrules for this. So basically just push it inside the ferrule, so it's basically right at the very end. And it just smushes it in there, pretty much into a square. Don't know if that's visible. Now I need to find a skinny screwdriver. So inside these PV terminals, there's like a little piece that tab that you push down. When you push down, it opens up a little square hole, and then you just stick your PV in there. So I'm gonna put this in PV3. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it in PV1. Alright, so now I've got the PV in. What I need to do is reverse operations. I'm going to turn my main breaker off. There goes our power. Going to turn my battery back on. Powering up my inverter. Gonna turn my PV on. So now you can still see PV2, which was connected before, still making 305 volts. I'm going to go into settings, advanced, and up here it says PV input. I've got PV2 only, so I'm going to change that to PV2 and 3 independent. Set. Because I don't have the breaker turned on out here. I went outside, I hadn't turned the breaker on and connected them yet. So now I should have voltage on 2 and 3 when I flip the PV switch on. Or sorry, 1 and 2. Alright, so now I got PV1 and PV2 inputting. Making similar voltage, around 230 volts. I don't see any smoke and I don't hear any popping. Okay, now let's set this thing back. Grid power. That was the relay for the grid. So we got 60 Hertz, 240. That's good. Now I'm going to do the load breaker. And shop's back online. That's it.